Reaching a seven-figure net worth is a matter of consistent, observable mechanics rather than a stroke of luck or a timed speculative trade. The data of everyday individuals who built $1 million shows a reality based on cold, predictable mathematics. We are going to physically build and automate this three-gear wealth engine over the next few minutes. The end state of this setup is a system that routes your paychecks into assets automatically, allowing your financial growth to function independently of your emotions. By completing this structural setup, the responsibility for wealth creation shifts from your physical labor to the laws of compounding. We begin with step 1, automating your active savings rate. This solves the high-effort grind of the first $100,000, where your manual discipline is the only factor driving growth. Log into your primary checking account and set up a recurring transfer to an open brokerage account. Configure this automated transfer to trigger the day after your paycheck arrives. Waiting until the end of the month to invest what is left over is the most common point of failure for most households. Automating the transfer before you have the chance to spend ensures your progress towards the first $100,000 is driven by a mathematical schedule. Step 2 connects the investment multiplier by choosing the asset that will hold and grow your automated savings. Navigate to the Trading tab of your brokerage and set the automated transfer to purchase a broad market index fund. Avoid the temptation to pick individual stocks or speculative assets that rely on hype to maintain their value. By using index funds, you act as a calm allocator of capital, relying on the growth of the broader economy rather than a single company's performance. Broad market indexing removes the need for market timing, which keeps your baseline capital protected from the errors of emotional decision-making. Step 3 activates timeline compression by turning on the Dividend Reinvestment Plan, or DRIP. Locate the DRIP toggle in your settings and switch it to the active position. Leaving this off means your dividends sit in your account as uninvested cash, which prevents that capital from working for you. Once you cross the $100,000 threshold, your portfolio's size allows it to generate enough momentum to significantly shorten the time required for future growth. To reach the first $100,000 using active savings takes roughly 7.5 years. However, duplicating that same amount of wealth to reach $200,000 takes only 4.5 years. The next $100,000 takes just over 3 years to achieve. The DRIP mechanism ensures that every dividend payout is used to purchase additional shares, increasing your total ownership without requiring a single new dollar from your salary. Step 4 establishes the rules required to protect this automated system from internal sabotage. Maintain your consumer bet at 0. This ensures your cash flow belongs to your portfolio, not a lender. You must also commit to routing 100% of future career raises into your investments to prevent lifestyle creep. If you increase your spending every time your income rises, you remain in a fixed position, regardless of how much you earn. Limiting your expenses and eliminating debt provides the mathematical stability needed to reach the final phase of the roadmap. With these steps complete, you are positioned to reach the point where your portfolio becomes the primary driver of your wealth. At this threshold, a standard 8% market return generates $40,000 a year in passive growth. For many, this exceeds the amount they are physically able to contribute out of their own paychecks. Reaching this level of capital provides a higher degree of mathematical stability. Short-term market volatility is less likely to threaten your long-term security because your baseline assets are large enough to sustain their own growth through standard economic cycles. Once the machinery is running at this scale, your only job is to let the timeline execute its programming undisturbed. The platforms and structural blueprints to begin this process are linked in the description below. Align your life with the math and start building your roadmap today.